Sound design impact, that's like a statement. Sound design impacts user experience and attention in serious game. So this statement, I would say it's true. Okay. And why it's true, we will learn.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Zijing. Come from the University of Eduardo. I conducted this research with my supervisor Gilberto and my colleague Eduardo. Our topic is sound design impact user experience and attention in serious game. And for today's presentation, there are 5 parts: background and motivation, research overview, sound design, experiment and evaluation, and conclusions. So, our research are based on a serious game called Vance's Adventure to study the effect of sound design on user experience and attention. It's a 2D game about cybersecurity, and the game character to overcome some difficult and answer questions related to cybersecurity. As we all know, serious game has been used in many areas, such as educational, training. However, in the Detroit study, it was pointed out that some of serious game might be ineffective as educational or training tools because lack of user experience and poor attention span during the learning process. So, in order to improve user experience and attention, we think a good sound design might be a good choice. So, why we think it's a good choice? According to previous study, sound design have been found to enhance players' experience in emotion, enjoyment, learning, motivation, emotion engagement, and attention in video game. Although sound design is an important part in serious game, there is not a lot of research about the effect of sound design on user experience, attention. So we think it would be an interesting topic. In this slide, I will introduce our research overview. So our research can be divided 3 parts. The first part about the sound design and generating different sound version of the serious game. And the second part is about the experiment part. And the third part about the data analysis. In this slide, I will talking about the overview of sound design. As you can see the left side picture, the game has 4 parts: the beach scene, cave scene, forest scene, and the temple scene. And we can see the light part is game part, the dark gray part is educational part. And we have 3 types of sound design: soundscape, sound effects, and auditory notification. About the sound effects design, there are 2 types of sound effects. The first is based on the player's action. For example, the game character is running on stone, on wood, on grass, and we can hear the footstep sound on different material. And the second is based on player's movement and will make different sound when the player passing by some specific item, and we can hear the 3D sound effects around. And in the soundscape design, the soundscape design based on the view of game. For example, in the beach scene, and the user can hear the wave sound, the people play in the beach, and there is an example shows the soundscape and the sound effect, and we can hear. If you wear the headphone, will better. Okay. And now I'm talking about the auditory notification. So So what is auditory notification? And there are two examples, we can hear it. And this. So the auditory notification is a brief, distinctive sound that represents a specific event or conveys other information. So a total of 22 auditory notifications we produced. The 11 represent the correct sound, and another 11 represent the incorrect sound. And we classified the sound parameter based on the timing, pitch, timbre, and melody pattern. Because we want to explore the parameter preference. So now in this slide, I will present the experiment. A total of 23 people joined our experiment. They were divided into two groups. The first group, in order to study people's experience, they played the serious game without sound. It's no sound version. And then they played the standard sound version. After that, they asked to fill in a questionnaire called Game Experience Questionnaire. It assessed people in 7 areas: competence, immersion, flow, tension, challenge, positive effect, and negative effect. And this slide shows the result for experience questionnaire. And the bar shows the average result of the questionnaire. And we can see the orange part represents the standard sound version. The standard sound version brings more good impact in competence, immersion, flow, and positive effects. Also, it brings less bad impact in tension, challenge, and negative effect. Additionally, further t-test shows significant difference in terms of achievement, competence, immersion, flow, positive effect, and negative effect. It means in this aspect, the standard sound version can enhance the user experience, but there was no significant difference in terms of scales, competence, tension, and challenge. So I think one possibility is maybe the educational part too simple. It's really hard to make people feel it's scales, tension, or challenging. Yeah, and in this slide, I will introduce the experiment for the attention part. But before that, as I mentioned earlier, a total of 23 people participate this experiment. But before this, they asked to join a small survey to choose the best auditory notification sound to insert to the standard sound version. And we got a new notification sound version. So the group 2, they played standard sound version, and the notification version. And after that, they asked to fill in the questionnaire called the Game Model Specific Questionnaire. It assess people in 6 areas: maintenance, focus, enhancement, and the feedback information, including the way people think and the incorrect sound effect and correct sound effect. So in this slide, I will talk about the result of the analysis on parameter preference. The bar showing the mean score for the 22 auditory notification sound. And finally, we picked the I6 and C6 in our series game. And in addition to this, further t-test analysis were conducted in order to investigate people's preference for parameter selection. So the result shows there is no significant difference in timbre and pitch. And in this slide shows the result for attention questionnaire. The bar shows the average score of the questionnaire. We can see the notification sound version has higher average in the aspect of maintaining focus, enhancement, and feedback information. In addition to this, further t-test results show a significant difference in all of them, especially in maintenance focus and the feedback information, including the incorrect sound effect and correct sound effect. So compared to the standard sound version, the notification version have a positive effect on attracting more attention from user. So finally, conclusion. So the standard sound version of the series game enhances players' experience in terms of immersion, flow, positive effects, and reducing some experience intention, challenge, and negative impact compared to the no sound version. And our evaluation identified two auditory notification sound that can maintain user attention and provide a clear feedback during the quiz. And also the notification sound version improved attention, especially in the concentrate, enhancement, and feedback. And finally, although the analysis of sound parameters shows no significant difference on user preference, but we will conduct more in-depth parameters analysis in our future study. And thanks for your attention.
Yeah, thanks a lot. There's room for some questions. Yeah.
So could you explain a bit more about the measurement for concentration? How was that derived? It came from the second questionnaire.
Okay. It's like, you mean the aspect of concentrate?
Yes.
Because we designed like soundscape, and it's like, how to explain that? It's like some sound. It's like a background sound, and you can study. And then we add a notification sound. It can like a tip sound. It's like if you, for example, in the series game, you go to some wrong place, and we will have a sound to attract you to find the right way, something like that. I don't know if I answer your
so
question.
did you get that result from the behaviour within the game, or did you get that result from people self-reporting afterwards?
Yeah, self-reporting.
Self-reporting,
yes,
right, okay.
from questionnaire.
Okay. So maybe another question. So you talked about impact on user experience and more of a soft criteria. Do you also have some lessons learned about the impact on the learning results or of a CS game?
No, I didn't thought about that.
Okay.
But we will consider something.
Yeah, maybe that would be some idea for further research. So there's Polona on yeah, Polona Kaserman, have a look at her paper, quality criteria about serious games. Yeah, and this concerns both parts. The user game experience, but, which is based on some criteria from Eisenstein, from GEC and so on. Yeah, but also on the learning part or the serious part, let's say. Yeah, and how it fits together. Yeah, that would be interesting to learn about these outcomes, impact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, good. So thanks again.
Thank you.
Okay.